why it must have been some of that Boone County moonshine. An overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna leave it to the boys like I'm all 10 in a love getting high. I hate being low and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road. And I'm working real hard, trying to get paid. I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state. I had to get up off the floor, tried to get myself in line, cause the ceiling's talking to me and the pistol's flushing fire. That's why they call me Full Throttle. I like to do it time and I'll start it at a bar with the
Oh man, it's almost that time, y'all.
She said she blew my mind and I've been up for 4 days, so cut me out another line of an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm only living life for like I'm on 10 in a love. I hate being low and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road. And I'm working real hard, I'm trying to get paid, cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state.
I'm here. This is going to be an issue. I wish we could tape it on here, then it won't move.
Yeah, but we can't do that right now.
Hi, we're live.
Don't forget in the mic. All right, all right, all right. Hope y'all are ready tonight for Songs and Sins with Micheal Shane. And we will be bringing Micheal Shane on camera here in just a second. But before we do that, man, what a heck of a party last weekend, my friend.
Yeah, I didn't feel 50 on Wednesday night, but I damn sure felt it on Thursday morning.
I bet so, man. Miss Nicole, would you mind getting the stage lights? I forgot to flip them. Yeah, I sure did. I'm sorry, Micheal. You're all in the dark.
Yeah.
No one will be able to see you no way.
That's all right. I do my best work in the dark, so my wife says.
I know, right? I know.
Hey, Nicole.
Huh?
Nicole.
My cold.
Nicole.
My cold?
Michael.
Micheal?
Michael.
Nicole. I get it now. I was like, man, I just don't know. Yeah, Nicole, can you turn the stage lights on, please?
Thank you.
I forgot. It's my bad, y'all. Just blame Sebby. Everybody else does. Miss Robin, how are you tonight?
I'm good. It's not my fault.
It's not your fault, but you're not allowing to be blamed for things, huh? Is that you're not doing that?
It's my fault. I did it.
You're not doing that tonight. You're not doing the blame thing.
No, we're good.
We're good. All right. Yay! Yay! And we have Greg Strawn as a special guest tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all make sure that you stay tuned in here to Kindred Spirit Radio. You're listening right now. Texas Internet Radio and Canyon Lake Community Radio will be coming on in just a minute. Had a couple technical difficulties we had to work out. But while I get Michael's camera up and going, I'm going to let him play us a beautiful, beautiful song. Mr. Micheal Shane.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up? How y'all doing out there?
Depression, misery.
Oh, and can we get the jukebox too? I'm sorry. Oh, that was me then.
All right.
Again, see, blame Sebby, bro.
Yes. It's all good. It's live. That's what you got to love about live.
Yeah, man. There's no takeovers, right?
No, yeah. It's action.
Lights, camera, and Lefty. I think you're on now.
And we got a birthday in the house. My primo over, Juan Diego Ramirez.
Great guy, Mr. Juan Diego.
Juan Diego Ramirez.
That's well. Why you gotta give his legal name?
Yeah, that's his legal name.
We just call him
Diego.
Diego.
Call him Diego.
That's it. Happy birthday, Diego.
Happy birthday, Cardinal. Su vida, las mi vida por vida, güey. Salud.
Happy birthday.
It's an original song you can find on Spotify or iTunes, whatever you're on. Texas Four Country Outlaws. So, well, I'm headed south, coming to pick you up tonight. Got my sideburns alone, and I'm feeling it's right. Been thinking of you and a little bit of campfire light. With a bottle of midnight moon, baby, that sweet apple pie. Try a little bit of THC, won't you pass that thing to me? Or get the buzz off apple pie. From my buzz for you, little girl, it's a different cup of shine. It's a different cup of shine. So when I polished up the Harley and I ran down the road, going to Canyon Lake, little spot become party cold. Ooh, all the girls are jamming, having a hill country kind of time. With a bottle of midnight moon, baby, that sweet apple pie. Try a little bit of THC, won't you pass that shit to me? Get the buzz off apple pie. So from my buzz for you, little girl, that's a different cup of shine. It's a different cup of shine. It's a different cup of shine. And a different cup of shine. Try a little bit of THC, won't you pass that thing to me? Look at your buzz off apple pie. From my buzz for you, surely heat. That's a different cup of shine. And a different cup of shine. It's a different cup of shine. But a different cup of shine. What's a different cup of shine? Original music for you.
Hey, so I was kind of wondering, man, what exactly did you learn on your birthday, on your 50th birthday? Any lesson? What was the sin now that you played the song?
I don't remember what I learned. I don't hardly remember it.
Oh, wow.
If they didn't have footage, I'd call you a liar on some of the stuff I heard I did.
Well, I mean, like I was
all
here.
I had on at the end of the night was my boots, that fancy jacket, and my cowboy hat.
Right.
Thank God I was in my front yard.
Right. Nice, man.
Yeah. So it ended up pretty good. It was a great night.
Well, I had a blast, man. It was awesome to get to be here with you for it, man. So thank you for sharing with all of us and letting us share your special night, brother.
Yeah, it was fun,
and
man.
And happy. Well, welcome to 50, man.
Yeah, 50.
I'm not far behind
no
you.
different than 30.
I'm the oldest one here.
Uh-oh.
Jamie.
Let's do another song since I got a late start there.
Yeah, let's do it, man. So what do you say the artist's name is that we got up here this evening? Mark Sebby? Mr. Sebby, what's the artist's name?
Oh, Mr. Greg Strawn. He
Greg
came all the
Strawn.
way from Oklahoma to hang out with us
Holy
tonight.
cow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot about old Greg here. He's quite a songwriter, too.
Cool, man. Right on. I'm excited.
Filming me. There's too many angles.
Oh, guitar.
Here.
I got to check his tune out. I don't know what it's getting. Temperature change here.
I don't care to do it. Too distracting.
All right, cool. Well, here's another song that you can find on Spotify, original music. This is about telling you someone goodbye that you really didn't want to, but you knew you had to. Kind of love story, you know? Well, I hesitated to hold you. Well, I hesitated to let you in. But if I had it to do over, oh, you know I play to win. Well, I give it all that I got. So, girl, I give it my best shot. Just to hold you in this dark and keep our love from fading apart. But I made a big mistake. Didn't do what it takes. Now I love these ways. Goodbye, goodbye, sweet mistake. Well, you know that I'm gonna love you, babe, till the day that I die. Even if I have to walk away, even if I have to leave you crying. Well, alone here in this darkness, found you, baby, here by my side. Well, I don't think I can make it. Just want to tell my mama I tried. But I made a big mistake. Didn't do what it takes. Now I love these ways. Goodbye, goodbye, sweet mistake. Goodbye, sweet mistake. Goodbye, goodbye, sweet mistake. Goodbye, goodbye, sweet mistake. Goodbye, goodbye, sweet mistake. That's the original song for you. It's on the first EP that we did way back in the day. Sounds a little different when you put it all to electric guitars and all that stuff in it. But that's how it was wrote.
Did you play that song last week?
I don't remember.
I don't think you did. I would have remembered that.
No, he didn't play that one.
I like
You
that
didn't.
song. I like that one.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You should play that one more.
Yeah, that's it's one of the slow ones that I like to do for sure. You know, it started off as my brother-in-law. He sent me some words to a song, and we was in the studio cutting our first EP over at Yellow Dog, and he says, "Man, everything is rocking. Everything just kicking ass. The guitars, you know, I had two lead guitar players at the time. We had a really awesome band, Texas Hill Country Outlaws. I was blessed to have the Outlaws. I wish I still had them today, but that's the way it goes. But anyhow, he says, we need a slow song. And I said, well, I don't really have a slow song. He says, well, you got about 15 minutes to come up with one. So I got my guitar player and my drummer on a cajon in another room, and I pulled out them words. And I said, we got to come up with something slow. And that's what it ended up being. We cut it in the first take, and it was really awesome. It ended up being really cool. Goodbye, Sweet Mistake.
This is worthless.
All right, man. Well, I would like to make a request.
What you got?
I want you to play one of them fine cover tunes that you do so very,
Cover
very
tune.
well. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think I can try to pull one off. A couple of pretty flies is what I brought to you. Saw you through a broken window with a different point of view. You had signs of depression from a long line of sin in your face. There's a story about the places you have been, and I love you so. So girl, I thought you should know that muddy water's rolling as you take my hand past the creek down by that olive, right through your daddy's land. And I could buy you a diamond, but I cannot change the world, 'cause I ain't got no money, so you'll never be my girl. She was gonna be singing in a big movie star, but you can't catch no breaks, baby. Hollywood is high. Now you work down at the timeout off of 155, and you're dancing for your dollar, just trying to stay alive, and it hurts me so. So girl, I thought you should know. You feed your addiction with your crystal meth as I plead for your life. It takes you to your death. You make your deals with the devil. As your looks began to fade, I saw you laughing through your tears as you slowly slipped away, and I watched you go. Girl, I thought you should know. Yes, and I watched you go. Girl, I wanted you to know. That cold rain is pouring as we lay you in the grave, and I can barely recognize you in your fragile state. There's no more signs of depression from a long time ago. I throw in a pretty flower as we slowly laid you low, and it was a rose. Girl, I thought you should know. Yes, it was a rose. Girl, I thought you should know. A couple of pretty flies is what I brought to you. I saw you through a broken window with a different point of view. Whiskey Myers,
Yeah, baby, Mr. Michael Shane, yeah.
Oh, Uncle Jed.
Dude, it was a heck of a party last week.
It was, man.
Yeah.
It was.
That was a
I
good
think we
time.
should do that every week. It's just I don't want to turn a year older every week, you know. But we should have a party like that every week. Every Wednesday night, we should make it right here.
We
Wednesday
are.
night. Yeah, that's what
We're having another one.
That's what we're working
Happy
on. Right?
birthday, Diego! Look,
Happy
man.
birthday.
We're just
Diego.
gonna call it the birthday, the hump day birthday show. Every Wednesday we'll have a new birthday. Hey man, that could get dangerous. That's in the middle of the week, you know.
Well, here's the songs and sins. Happy birthday, Cardenal.
Yeah, man.
To Vida way.
That
Solid.
is it, my friend. That is the beauty of it, as they say.
What are you gonna play next?
Yeah, it's nice when you go in the office and pour yourself a stiff drink and light a cigarette.
What's
You're
your
blessed.
favorite? What's your favorite cover to sing? What's
Oh
your
man,
favorite?
I got so many favorite covers to
What's
sing.
your favorite tonight, right now, for me?
Right now, let's see. Let's see. This guitar's giving me fits.
Sing me a song, Lefty.
Sing me a song. You're the piano man. I wish I wrote
We ain't
that.
never heard that
I
before.
wish I wrote
huh?
that one, right?
Make me feel something, please.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get me in trouble. So
I'm sober, so make me feel something.
I'll make your ears hurt. About all I'm good at. Let's see, what's a good song? A cover tune or original?
Joy, you're in charge.
The original song. So Titty Duke and I'm wearing cowboy boots, drinking high school, but she got a couple tattoos. Pretty red lips and long brown hair. She does what she wants, but she just don't care. She walks by, she'll make your tongue hang out. She's way down deep in the south. When she's down home in gritty, jamming Conway, Twitty, from Northern California down to Panama City. These outlaw women love to let it all hang out. So way down deep in the south. Well, she's taking out Hank in a jacked up truck, got a 20-inch waist and a double D car. Hunting and the fishing loads up at her own hook. Daddy taught her how to find, mama taught her how to cook. She'll get her done, son, you know when she goes down. Way down deep in the south. Well, she's down home in gritty, jamming Conway, Twitty, Northern California down to Panama City. These outlaw women love to let it all hang out. So way down deep in the south. Well, me and Creek Fisher kick it back, getting high, getting around, watching these pounds roll by. You know they hate us 'cause they damn sure ain't us, can't catch my trip, but you can damn sure try. We rolling fatties boys when there ain't no doubt. Way down here in the south. Well, she's down home in gritty, jamming Conway, Twitty, Northern California down to Panama City. These outlaw women love to let it all hang out. So way down deep in the south. So way down deep in the south. So way down deep in the south. So way down deep. About as far as you can get for that old standard Peckerwood issue. In her south. That's
Man.
good.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
What is that called?
I'll tell you.
It's way in the south.
It's
Women
not
from the
called
south.
Way Deep in the South.
Way deep in the
Deep.
south.
Way
South?
deep.
Way deep.
Way.
Well, about as
deep.
far as you get for that standard
Okay, I
Peckerwood
feel
issue.
something.
Gotta put that in there.
Yeah, you missed his little
Cheers.
funny thing.
I just woke up. Thank you.
All right. Well, hey, Mr. Lefty, I'm going to
Yes,
let
sir.
you choose one more, and then we're going to get our guest of the night up to tell us some songs, sins, stories. You're going to find out some cool stuff about Mr. Greg Strawn tonight.
Right on. All right on, right on. I'm ready for that.
We got stories, huh, Greg?
He's right here next to me. Y'all just can't see him. They can see him, but you can't. It's a secret.
So this song here I wrote after part of my life, really dark part of my life. I lost my baby brother to unfortunate circumstances. Let's just say that. And I wrote a song called Sobriety, and my good brother Drew Moreland recorded it. It's coming out on his newest album. It's really awesome the way he did it, man. Hats off to you, Drew. You killed it. Drew's in the house right now. So
Yeah, Drew Moreland in the house.
Yeah.
Dallas McKinley here again.
Dallas.
Repeat offenders.
Can't see. Is he here?
Oh yeah,
Sitting
he's
right next to Drew.
They're both staring
I
at the
can't see
computer.
far without my glasses.
I
Where
think they're
is
both
he?
working. We're disturbing them probably. But anyway, this song is called Sobriety, and it talks about a lot of the real stuff that really nobody wants to talk about. Mental health, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Being sober is pretty easy. You can be sober. Hell, I'm sober right now, but staying sober with sobriety, that's a whole different. That's when the steps come in. That's when you need friends and family. So don't ever out there think that you're by yourself, because we've all dealt with this. We've all seen it. I'm pretty sure you can give me a call anytime, day or night, and I'll talk to you. Anyway, this goes out to anybody that's ever had to deal with that. It's called Sobriety. It goes like this here. Hold on, that's right here. Right. Try that again.
Rub one out.
Well, this cable's giving me a fit, man. Oh, sobriety, why do you always get the best of me? Taking me places I don't want to be. Then you leave me all alone, all day long. I take another pill. That's not the answer that they want to hear. It keeps me from a spoonful of that crystal clear. And the demons and I'm alone, I'm all day long. So my brother came to me. He said this life will be the death of me. Sit down and pills and let that needle be. But they won't leave me alone all day long. Now it's plain to see. Without you here, I'm in misery. Turning this life into tragedy. Won't you please leave me alone all day long? Oh, sobriety, how you always know what's best for me. Taking me places I don't need to be. Won't you please leave me alone all day long? Sobriety. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right, let's get to some good stuff, man. Mr. Mark.
Get to the gritty, nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty dirt band.
One of my favorite bands, man.
Man, mine too, dude. I like them, and I like the old Grand Funk Railroad, and all that good old stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
that stuff we're raised on. These 20 and 30-year-olds, they don't have no idea about good music. They may think they do. But us, Gen X, man, we grew up on the best of country, best of the best rock and roll, best of the best rap. This crap y'all got today, that shit ain't, let's go back to Tupac. And
when my son, he's
Snoop
32,
Dogg.
when my son was a boy, his first concert at 6 months was Alice Cooper.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I think my first concert was I was 5 years old, and it was right before Kiss stopped doing their makeup. I saw Kiss in full makeup at the Levelland, Hockley County, Texas Guard of Armory, I think is what it was.
That was
National
your first
Guard of
concert?
Armory. 5 years old. I was on my uncle's
What was your
shoulders.
first concert?
Kiss, full makeup.
My first concert was the Oak Ridge Boys. My first rock concert was AC/DC. Yeah, man. It was that tour.
Yeah.
Can
I knew it
talk-
because I know your age.
My first concert was Triumph and Van Halen,
Oh, Van Halen's.
and I was 16.
Right on. Yeah, I was corrupted real early age, 5 years old.
Well, let's clear that stage. Let's
do it, man.
Let's get Mr. Greg Strawn.
Y'all make some noise for your picker this evening. He's here all the way from Oklahoma, they say. Y'all give him a Canyon Lake welcome, please. Make some noise for him.
He came to hang out with us.
Yeah, them Oklahoma boys.
What's that old saying? Them Oklahoma boys. Way too long.
In the whiskey river, bathing my memory mind in the wetness of its soul, feeling the amber current flowing from my mind, and leaving the heart you left so cold. Whiskey river, take my mind. Let her memory torture me. Whiskey river, you're all I got, take care of me.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
We'll go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hair. Go play your hand, you big top, and then make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
And I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. But I left you in Jackson, dancing on a ponytail. Married you downtown like a scalded hound with your tail between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting in Jackson. I can't pan class.
Now we got a fever, harder than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, and that's the fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson. Ain't never coming back. Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. I think we've been talking about Jackson.
Only had a couple drinks last night and a few good hits. Hell, I bet I must admit I had a few white lines and I don't know what all happened. I'm life with pounding head, tighter on my head. Don't know how and don't know why, but it feels like a fierce band. All working on a building out of hand here in Brimstone. Working on building and building on it all alone. Well, there ain't nobody in the room tonight. Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight. Oh, I swear I'm doing all right, baby. If he comes around, I swear to God.
Mr. Gregory. You ready for a sound check?
Ain't no mind who should I play, 'cause it ain't no count. Anyway, I've been rambling around and led astray by the paths that I've been choosing. Cutting paths like forest fire, people's wider backhoe tires, throwing my money on a funeral pyre, but it sure feels good to you. All working on a building out of hand in Brimstone. Working on building and building on it all along.
Let's hear that guitar first.
Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight. Oh, I swear.
Do me a favor on your guitar. Take your volume to 3/4 and flatten your EQ completely. In other words, put your EQ everything. If you have an EQ on there, no? All right, cool. Then just make sure your volume's right at about 3/4, and I'll flatten out that EQ for you. All right. That's good. Just strum it for a minute. Let me get a feel for your EQ pattern. Check that, Mike.
Check 1, 2. Check.
If you want to do just one little verse of a song or a chorus real quick of anything you want to do, just so I can make sure your levels are right, and then we will get back with these lovely folks that are waiting so patiently.
When you wake up in the morning and wonder why no one's beside you, where you usually lay, you think you hear the sound like it's the thunder. It's just your old rock rolling away.
All right, I'm happy with that. I think that is a good thing here, and I think we're going to go back live with our live feed here. And also, we definitely want to send a shout out to everybody listening on Kindred Spirit Radio, Canyon Lake Community Radio, and Texas Internet Radio. If you couldn't make it here tonight, you're doing the next best thing by watching live streaming on YouTube, Rumble, the Sebby TV Network, and a couple other little hot spots across the internet that you can get. Hot spots, oh yeah, baby! I think there might be a hot spot over at that birthday table. Yeah, Diego. We got to sing him happy birthday before we get off air tonight. Let's not forget that. Yeah, we can spank him too, live on video. We can do whatever we want. We're not FCC regulated. So I want to turn my attention to the stage here for a minute and introduce you to a very new and actually a quickly growing friend of mine. Mr. Greg Strawn, all the way from the Nether realm of Oklahoma. Thank you for coming out and joining us tonight, Bubba.
Thank you for having me.
You're in town here for a purpose too, and we'll talk about that a little later. But Miss Robin, do you have any questions for Mr. Gregory?
I do have many, but I want to hear you play first, please.
Oh, she wants to get right into that, but I had another plan right before we do that. I want to make sure that we give a little bit of background about you. Can you tell us and everybody that's out there listening a little bit about yourself before we get into your first song?
Well, I'm Greg Strawn. I'm from Southwest Oklahoma, El Dorado, Oklahoma. I'm a farmer, a county commissioner, and a wannabe musician.
You're a county commissioner.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Harmon County.
what's the population of the town where you're commissioner?
It's a small county, 2,600
Wow.
is the last population, I think, 2,600 for the whole county. One school, one town, courthouse is in, and then there's 2 small towns.
Do you have a traffic signal in your town?
Used to. They just took it down very recently. Now it's a 4-way stop.
Where I just moved from last July, we didn't even have a traffic signal in Northwest Montana. No signal, no fast food, no nothing. One high school, one middle school, one elementary school.
Yeah.
That's it. And our commissioner, he had his hands full. There was a lot of land and not a lot of people. So
yeah.
Everybody has an opinion, and he got to hear them all day long. Do you even get a day off?
Oh, yeah. We're on 410s, so we work Monday through Thursday. 410s but we're on call 24/7, I suppose.
Did they vote you in? It's a voted in position?
Yes, in September of 19, the former commissioner had resigned, and they had a special election. I won that election in September of 19 to fill the rest of his term, and then I filed unopposed for my second term.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you played music for your people yet?
Yeah, the town that our county Barney and Gould, we do a deal in the fall for the town, and people get together and they eat and have ice cream and stuff. Me and a friend of mine, we play that.
Well, that's great.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's hop into a song. I'm going to let you pick either cover or original, whatever you're feeling, to take us on a journey and let us get to know you. And then I wanted to challenge you after the song, especially if it's an original. Right? If it's a cover, I want you to do it anyway. I want you to talk about a sin. Yeah, this is like true confessions, man. No, honestly, like a sin. We're all sinners, right? Yeah. Play the song and then talk about the sin that you can associate with that song. That's a true story.
Maybe it could be from when you were young or something. Maybe not so recent. Get you in trouble.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to make me think. And I'm extremely nervous. I've had the chest congestion stuff, and I haven't been able to sing for over a week. So
why don't you bounce it back and make Mark
see
talk about sin? Let's bounce it at Mark.
Yeah. Oh, I'll talk about sins all day. I'm full of them.
Okay, tell me one.
One time when I was 7 years old, I went into the store, and my parents were big time about, the 10 Commandments and everything, right? And so, like, we were in Methodist, actually, Bible school studying all this stuff. And I don't know what possessed me to do this, but we went into the pharmacy in Jourdanton, Texas. And I just wanted this. It was like one of those big, lollipops, that they sold back in the day for like a quarter or whatever. And I wanted it, and I didn't have a quarter. So I slipped it in my pocket. And I walked out the door, and I got in the car, and I unwrapped it, and I put it in my mouth. And my dad saw it in my mouth, and he goes, "Where'd you get that?" And I said, "From in there." "Did you pay for that?" I said, "Yes, sir." Mistake number one. Not only did I have to go back in there and explain to the pharmacist that I was so embarrassed, man. You want to talk about embarrassed? That was probably that was the first time I'd ever made like a super big sin in my life, was stealing that thing. And Mr. McFarland was the pharmacist. He told me, he goes, "Young man," he goes, "I want to thank you for being a good bad boy and coming and telling me." And he goes, "As much money as your parents spend on here on you 4 boys, I think you're going to be all right with that sucker. But next time, you better pay or ask." And when I got home, I got the brunt end of the rattlesnake skin leather belt that my daddy sewed. Yeah, yeah.
I have one.
What?
You want to
Rattle-
hear? You want to
Yeah.
hear mine, Greg?
Sure.
Mine was last June. I was visiting San Diego, and my best friend since the 5th grade came to see me where I was staying, and we went to a place called Spencer's. Spencer's Gifts has like T-shirts and just gag gifts and stuff. And we found our way back to the back of Spencer's, which has all the adult stuff, like the naughty stuff, the racy stuff. And they had this whip, and it was like a horse whip, right, for horses. And it was kind of blingy on the handle, and the long, like this, right? And I told my friend Jackie, I said, Jackie, I need that whip. I need to bring it back with me to Montana. And so she's like, yeah, get it. And we were laughing because, it's probably not for horses, right, Mark? Or maybe it is.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So I bought
I wouldn't call her a horse if you want to stay married to her, but
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
So I got the whip, and then we went back to my place, and we were talking, and she said something that made me upset. And I'm like, just stop. And she didn't stop. So she went to go throw something away, and then I went to her car, and I took the whip, and I hung it from the rear passengers, like where you would hang your dry cleaning. I hung it, and then she ended up having to go an hour and a half south with a sex whip flipping in the wind, and she couldn't reach around to even get it. So when she got home, she was hot, like she was mad because it kind of tweaked her, shoulder trying to get the horse whip, even though it wasn't a horse whip. And I guess that's kind of naughty, right, to set up your best friend. I felt like kind of a jerk after I did it, but I'm sorry, not sorry. So yeah, I got it back though. She gave it back to me, so I own a horse whip that was kind of fancy, and maybe I'll bring it next week.
yeah, show and tell. Bring your horse whip. Yeah. Show us your sin. Put your sin.
Why have I not thrown it away? Why am I keeping it? That kind of bothers me that I should just throw it away.
I'm not sure. Greg,
I like it though.
Greg, what do you think, man? You gonna tell us a sin verse or try to sing a song? I know. Let me explain something to y'all. Greg's down here for a purpose. He's going out to Stone Creek Studios and supposed to lay down the vocals for our next radio single. We've got one of his that's out to radio right now, and this next one. But that is a bad time, y'all. And I've been there before, Greg, where you get sick right before the week of the studio. You've been trying to get in that studio for 2 months. And the guy finally calls you back. And of course, the one time you're going to get sick is when?
The week before.
Right. So I'm going to help you knock the dust off for tomorrow. I hope you took some of those tips and tricks and found some of that stuff to help you out because you're going to need it tomorrow in the studio.
Oh, yeah. And I use honey every day as medicinally because it's good for allergies and everything else. But I think I jinxed myself. I commented to myself about 2 weeks ago. I said, yeah, I hadn't even been sick this winter. Oops. So originally you said play a song and then tell the sin. So that's what I'll do. I'll play it. And hopefully I can sing it. It's a little bit higher register, but it's the first song that I actually recorded and the first song I actually wrote. It's called This Way. Left me unexpected, took me by surprise. My heart felt so rejected, teardrops filled my eyes. Built my world around you, you couldn't take it anymore. My dreams flew all around me, my teardrops hit the floor. Why did you leave me this way? Was it something I didn't say? If I could, I'd turn it around. I didn't mean to let you down. You moved on oh so quickly. You got a new man in your life. Yes, it's everything I wasn't. Yeah, I feel empty deep inside. Tried to find another, but my thoughts are all on you. I can't seem to move on, face my life without you. Why did you leave me this way? Was it something I didn't say? If I could, I'd turn it around. I didn't mean to let you down. Why did you leave me this way? Was it something I didn't say? If I could, I'd turn it around. Didn't mean to let you down. If I could, I'd turn it around. Didn't mean to let you down. Thank you.
That's an original that you wrote?
That is an original that I wrote
When did you write it?
in 2000,
Okay.
the year 2000. And I was in the middle of a terrible methamphetamine addiction. I was in full denial. My wife, of course, had left. I'd lost everything. He divorced me. And I was feeling sorry for myself. So that's the song that came out of that.
Well, you had shared with me, and since you brought that up, how much clean time you have, and I'm really impressed with it. Would you share with them, please?
23 years, March 5th.
Congratulations. Good job.
That's a tough deal too, man, especially coming off of that substance of all things.
Yeah, it was very tough. I was very hard-headed and very lost in my addiction. And
So you've gone from deep in addiction to being a commissioner in the community you live in.
yes,
That's rad.
Now, if we could just follow that suit and get all the broken people to take office, we might have something going on.
Yeah.
Because the broken people are going to be honest. Once they fix themselves, they turn out to be quite good at positions like that because they're fair and they're just.
well, they've been through hell, so they don't have time for the BS. They just,
Well, and I'm impressed with you because you talk openly about it, and I think you can better connect with your community when you're honest and you show them you're human too. And like when I was a police officer, I was not a good teenager. I did some really scandalous things for another episode. But as an officer, I think I was better because I wasn't any better than them, you know? And you're more relatable and you're honest. You know what it's like to be at the bottom of the barrel, and you know what it's like to not be,
well,
you know?
and it's a small community. I mean, that was a big problem in the late 90s and early 2000s, and it affected a lot of lives.
Oh, yeah.
On a brighter side of that note, once I got clean, my wife and I got back together and
That was going to be my next question.
ended up having another child. So we've got 2 for the first time, and then I have a daughter that was born afterwards. So we have 3 kids now.
Congratulations. Do they play music too?
My oldest son does.
That's my son does too, and my daughter's a ballerina. So it's pretty cool when your kids play and to be able to see them. His talent way exceeds anything musically that I could ever aspire. Is your kid pretty talented?
Yeah, much better guitar player than me, and much better singers too. He's just very shy.
Have you ever done music with him publicly?
No, well, not really. No, he's come up and played some in between at a place we played pretty locally, But no, not. That's when
that
I
might
first
be
started
fun.
back into music, because I laid down music. Once I got clean, I quit doing music. I didn't do any music for almost 14 years.
Why is that? Why did you quit? I would think.
I I was in rehab for a long time, and they said you have to change everything, and I took them serious because I was in a bad place. So I did what they told me to do, and not that music would have led me back that path, but a lot of the people I knew that did music were in that kind of world, and I didn't even want to go to a bar or anything because I didn't need any temptation.
No, that's common. A lot of artists, when they do get sober and then they come and play in venues like this, not so much what they've shared with me, are they tempted to go and order for themselves, but as the night gets later, people get more intoxicated. And as a sober person, it's a little harder to relate, you know? It's just different. And you have to learn how to navigate under different conditions than when you were also drinking and using,
Yes.
you know? Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you get back out there? Did you just take a breath and decide I'm going to do it?
Well, there wasn't really anybody doing just solo acoustic stuff much at that time. I'm sure there was, but there wasn't any that I saw. Everybody, I mean, the people I knew that played had bands. And I went to a birthday party where a good friend of mine was playing, and he invited me to play and sit in, and I kind of caught the fever, and I thought, well, I might could do this solo acoustic stuff. So
Did it feel good when you did it?
yeah, I still get kind of nervous, but yes, I love it. I mean, that's what I wanted to do a long time ago when I was in my teens. It just didn't happen.
Well, because like a lot of the artists that I've met, even as an officer, I did a lot of overtime assignments and like artist security and things. And a lot of them were the most sensitive, shy people. You'd never know it because of how they are on stage, but personally very shy and introverted. And they would use something, you know, to cut the edge. So performing live and raw and as yourself, being a sensitive person or, you know, whatever, it's challenging. It's hard until you learn how to navigate through that. What do you think, Mark?
I think that that was a heck of a sin that you shared with us there, friend, and a great recovery
Thank
story
you.
too. And thanks for sharing that with the audience, because that's really relatable to what we're doing here with Michael Shane's songs and sin. Play a song, talk about the sin, man, and to the sin, you actually put it in real context into your life and your growth as a human being, number one. But also there's some things that you've grown as an artist. But before we get into that, let's hear another song.
Anything in particular?
You choose, man. This is your show. Take us for a ride.
We got to talking so much, I wasn't even thinking about what I was going to play next.
Oh, and I will tell you this, man. I've heard you play that song, you know, live recorded and all that. And I've heard a recording of the song too, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to say, I don't think your voice is too far off like you think it might be.
Well, I didn't know what it would do, so I was a little bit nervous. So I'll
Just got to knock that crud off them vocal cords for tomorrow.
Maybe
All
that's
we're
what
doing.
I needed to do was just sing. I've been afraid to sing because I knew this was coming up. This next song is another original song. It's a song I wrote about my dad. He passed away in 2017, and he was really ill in the last year of his life. And I thought he was going to, back in the spring of 2017, he had to be rushed to the hospital, and I thought that was it for him. And he'd been in the nursing home. He'd got to where he wasn't mobile, couldn't get around, and had to have care. And they called and told me they was taking him. They said, but don't rush. It's going to take us a little while to get over there. And I don't know why, but I sat down with the guitar and I did the first part of this song, and then I kind of forgot about it. He got a little better and had a couple more good months. And then when he passed away, I wanted to finish it for his funeral, but I was unable to. I couldn't get it finished. And I finally finished it about a year after he passed. So this song for him is called Hero. And my dad was a big man, strong man, very determined man. No BS. You didn't have to wonder what he was thinking, whether he liked you or anything. He was completely straightforward, to the point. You were supposed to be the strong one, one who was always in control. You were the one that I looked up to. Wasn't ready for you to go. To a young boy, his father's always a hero. And I wrote that down when I was 10. I wish I could find that letter. I wished he could have read it once again. I wasn't ready for you to leave me. You had so much work left to do. There were so many things you still needed to teach me. Some I needed to tell you. I didn't always do the right thing. No, I sometimes let you down. From a teenager that knew everything to a man completely broken down. You always wanted the best for me. It was sometimes hard to see. I know now what I meant to you, and I hope that you could see. You're still a hero to me. I wasn't ready for you to leave me. Had so much work left. There were so many things you still needed to teach me. Something I needed to tell you. You're still a hero to me.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Very cool. I like the songwriting. We're going to talk about that for a minute here, because the way that Greg and I originally met, and we're going to get way beyond the music here for just a minute. Greg and I met. He had reached out to me, a mutual acquaintance of ours had put us in touch together, and he had reached out to me and asked me for my opinion on a few things, and I'm going to let him tell a little bit of the story and segue into it, and then I'm going to hop in. At some point, do you remember when you called me what the very first few sentences out of your mouth were?
No, not exactly, but I had the song that we'd recorded that I was wanting to try for you to promote. And I knew that I didn't particularly like the arrangement of it. It was not what I had in mind, but it was done, and so I thought I'd try, let you push it and see what would happen. But you listened to it and you said no. You said, "No, Bubba, it's not radio ready."
And in all fairness, man, what is that when someone tells you that, and you've obviously entered into an agreement with the company that was working with you at that time to get that particular one out, right?
I was in a contract with a record company, a small label, independent label, and In order for us to do anything with the song, I needed to get out of that contract, and you were very helpful with me with advice, and we did that, got out of that contract. And originally we were going to see if we could just get that song radio ready, but then decided to just start over from scratch, which I didn't mind, because that was just not that it was bad. It was just not really what I had in mind for the song. And since it wasn't radio ready, it just made more sense to just start over.
Okay, so in that journey, for those that are tuning in or trying to figure out, so he already had a contract with a company that was recording him and doing some stuff for him. And we're not going to go into all the details. It'd take forever. But basically what happened was he sent me a song. He wanted me to push it to radio for him. I heard the song, and the radio quality wasn't there. And this is something that we talk about. And I know as an artist, because I'm an artist first, Greg, the very first time I ever heard that, I was very upset. I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. How is that not radio ready? What does he mean? And I was that green, dude. I didn't know what the heck they were talking about, you know? And it kind of crushed me a little bit. I was like, wow, I suck. Right?
No, but radio ready really.
I
it
didn't
really
know
is a
what
thing.
radio ready, pardon me for interrupt. I didn't know what radio ready meant, but I was not hurt that you didn't care for the song, because it didn't, other than I was ready to release another song. I didn't mind starting over, because it was not what I was hearing in my head.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Do you have something to add, Robin?
No, just radio ready is a thing. You know, I can hear something and I can hear potential, but it's not a song where I close my eyes and I know I'm listening to the radio. It really is an important thing to be radio ready with your song. It truly is.
Well, I've learned, this was a year ago right now. I was not even in that contract. I had nothing recorded except one song that I'd recorded in my own little studio, and just trying to learn how to use the equipment and things. So I've learned a lot in a year.
Well, like I go on YouTube and I get lost in the, cycle of just watching artist after artist, and I'll see somebody, I'm like, oh my God, he or she's good, but it just sounds rough and raw and not radio ready. And then I'll go into their archive, and I'll start to see, like, if I see somebody, let's start here. I see somebody really good and polished, and then I'll go back in their library and see where they began, and then see the growth and the development. And I love doing that on my own time. I'm sure you've done that with people that you've enjoyed as well.
Oh yeah, I like listening to the raw, a person with their guitar or piano or whatever it might be, and I've really grown fond of that. And I really, when we go out, I'm just as soon now, changing the subject, but see solo acoustic stuff. That's what I really enjoy now.
Who are some of your favorites? If you were to see somebody in a venue like this with just a guitar on your wish list, who would you want to see?
That's
just acoustic, stripped down, raw, playing just for you.
Oh, wow. I don't know. That'd be tough. I mean, I saw Cody Jinks it was just him and his bass player and his lead guitar player at a casino in northern Oklahoma. And it was pretty small and pretty intimate and really, really good. I really like that. And I saw Travis Tritt, just him and his acoustic guitar. Them punching that deal over there. At first, I thought there was fixing to be a fight. They're punching that boxing machine.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, welcome to the Hideout too. We have a little bit of everything, a little something for everyone here, y'all. And don't forget to take care of your bartender. She's working hard tonight. She'll take 10s, 20s, 50s, and $100 bills. And she promises if you put $100 in there that nobody gets anything.
But
okay,
yeah,
it's time to play a song.
So,
play a song. Song?
That's a hard question to answer about who I'd most want, because I have such a wide variety of who I like. But those two were really good, and I have a lot of friends that I really enjoy going to see play locally.
Well, let's get into another song, man. We've only got like about 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna say, actually, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Here's a little vocal challenge for you, my friend. I'm gonna ask for a double shot. Let's do 2 songs, and then let's talk about a sin before we have to close this segment and move on to the end of the show.
Okay. So my next song will be another original, and it is the one that is current currently available on Spotify and all streaming platforms, and it is being pushed to radio and is available on your internet radio stations and some terrestrial stations.
Yeah, and that means call your local and terrestrial radio stations and request
A little piece, Greg Strawn. I'd really appreciate it. I drink to forget things. I drink to escape problems and sorrow this life can bring. Drink for the laughter, good times and friends. When morning comes around here, my troubled surface again. It's a vicious cycle I'm living through it night after night. But for the peace that it brings me, how I go through life, I know I'll hurt tomorrow. The peace will be gone. But for now, it's all worth it, 'cause a little peace is better than no peace at all. I drink to forget things. It takes so much more to get to the good place that I'm longing for. I know this is killing me. I'll go someday. As long as I find a little peace, drink till I'm in my grave. It's a vicious cycle I'm living here with night after night. For the peace that brings me, it's how I go through life. I know I'll hurt tomorrow. The peace will be gone. But for now, it's all worth it, 'cause a little peace is better than no peace at all. Yes, for now, it's all worth it, 'cause a little peace is better than no peace at all. Thank you.
All right, let's do the back-to-back thing, and then we'll do a little talking about it.
Okay, this is another original. It's called Tender Heart. Did she say, what did he do? Do I fit in or do I look like a fool? Shouldn't care, but I really do. Heart's been broken, my life's been hell. It's all my fault, I know it all too well. Wear my heart right on my sleeve. Tender heart, so plain to see. Must stand out, pleading, come use me. Wear my heart right on my sleeve. I wish I cared, no one else. Wish my feelings were just for myself. And I'd go on day to day, living life my own way. But I wear my heart right on my sleeve. Tender heart, so plain to see. You must stand out, please use me. I wear my heart right on my sleeve.
Nice.
All right,
Thank
y'all,
you.
Mr. Greg Strawn, live here from the Hideout 2 in Canyon Lake, Texas. If you're out in the area, stop on by the Hideout 2. I think there's like 6 million draft beers. And no, there's not that many, but there's quite a few drafts. I want to say at least 20 that I'm looking at here that are on draft. It is a BYOB bottle, so you can bring your own bottle in, and they have setups ready for you. Super friendly staff, awesome place to hang out, play some pool, darts, shuffleboard, listen to live music, have a birthday party. Happy birthday, Diego, wherever you are, and all of that good stuff. But I wanted to ask you a question. Hindsight 2020. I know when I first told you that I wanted you to re-record those songs, and then I wanted you to leave the situation you're in and go somewhere else. And the first thing we had to overcome was a contract. I said, all right, let me see what I can do, without getting crazy or anything, and having to have, anything like that happen. And we were able to negotiate to get you out of that deal, which was great. And you were able to go to a new studio. So what was that process like, having to work with a completely different producer? And how do you feel about the outcome?
Oh, I feel real good. I'm real proud of what we've done, and I'm excited about what we're going to do tomorrow. And I'm working with Mac Damon at Stone Creek Sound, and he's just phenomenal with what he can do in the studio. It's amazing to watch him work. Now he's not gonna cater to your feelings. He's going to tell you what he thinks and what it needs, and if it needs to be changed, or if a chord needs to change, or some words need to be rearranged. He's going to tell you what he feels like it needs to be done to make it the most radio ready song. And that was a difficult situation at first. I'm losing the words that I want to say, but anyway, it was just, changing something that I've been doing the same way for so long was a little difficult.
It's important that you have a good relationship with that person that's critiquing you, so that you can actually be open to it and not take it personal. Like the trust is there that what they're telling you is going to be good info, and you have to not be defensive and be open to hear it. It's important to have that relationship.
Right. And before we even started, he'd listened to it, and at first he was just going to see if he could work it out where we would use what we had, and it wasn't that way. So I just told him, I said, I'm going to trust your vision for my song. And that's what we've got with A Little Piece. That was the first one he worked on for me.
What I loved was your enthusiasm, and also your excitement when he was done with it. And I think that pretty much right after you got it, you sent it over, and after you'd had a listen, I'm sure, to make sure everything was good.
Yeah.
And I remember how excited I was when I heard it, from where we started. And I'm like, I knew that was the right place to send him, man.
Yeah, we had worked till about 12:30 on a Saturday night, and then Sunday, or was it? Yeah. Anyway, it's a weekend, and I did the radio show with you at Goofy's, and I didn't sleep that night. I was so excited. I was
No,
so
it's the
keyed
best
up.
feeling, right? When your
Yeah.
hard work is done and
Yeah.
it's on the shelf, and now you can smile and put it out there. That's a good
Yeah,
feeling.
it was definitely Saturday night. We worked at the studio, and then Sunday we had that because I got up and went to church, but I didn't sleep. But I was so tired when I got to Goofy's to do the
Oh
the
yeah,
show
I
with you.
remember. Yeah, you were wrecked, dude. You looked like you'd had a rough. I go, man. I see. Yeah, you put in some work, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I had something you could listen to then, and you already knew that it was going to be good. So
Well, I mean, yeah. I knew that. I already knew, or I wouldn't have sent you where I sent you.
Mhm.
I mean, I knew that if he would put up with you and work with you, he's gonna make something happen for you.
If he could put up with him,
Well, what I mean by that is sometimes an
or
artist.
like we put up with you.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing,
I
man.
should get some hazard pay, shouldn't I, Greg?
Yeah.
I think I need the hazard pay, y'all. Let's get real. But at any rate, it was something that I went through myself, man, and that's why I always smile on the inside, and I'm glad that you took the advice, dude, because I really think that was the next step for you in artist development. And there's a lot more to go, dude. Of course,
You
there
know what he
always
said
is.
to me? What he said is he was really happy to see good things happen to a good person. That's
Oh,
what he said to me. So
well, thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
So, and yeah, I mean, not only is Greg a great songwriter too, and that's another thing too. Greg told me, he goes, I don't have any delusions of grandeur, but I have nothing against somebody cutting one of my songs and making some mailbox money or anything like that. And I think that is a brilliant plan, man. If you're doing also the co-writes, I challenge you to some co-writes, and that's going to be an uncomfortable thing. But if you're not doing the uncomfortable things, none of the rest of it matters at the end of the day, because you're never going to grow. So good for you, dude. I'm proud of you, man.
Well, thank you very much.
And you'll be fine tomorrow in this studio.
Yeah. Well, singing was better than I thought it would be. I know I was a little pitchy on some stuff, but I think where I can hear myself real good, I think we'll get it worked out. I think it'll be okay.
Robin, do you want to close out with any questions before we make the transition and get Mr. Lefty back up to close the show out?
no, sir, I'm good tonight. Thank you for opening up about the stuff that we didn't want to talk about. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you, sir.
And it's good to see you again, man. Welcome back to Canyon Lake. I know the last time you were at Goofy's, now you got to see this. Actually, before I ever got to play anything or do anything at Goofy's, this was where I cut my teeth, man.
Yeah. I really like this place. It's a neat place.
It's cool people, man. It's a good vibe. Everybody gets to do their thing, have fun. Everybody's chill and has a good time.
They said it's second home. This is second home.
That's right. That's right. So if you're in the Canyon Lake area, don't forget to stop by the Hideout too, right next to the Lowe's in Sattler. And I'll tell you what, we're going to make a little transition. Give us just a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break, and we will bring up the man, the myth, the legend, and the biggest sinner of us all, Mr. Michael Shane, a.k.a. Lefty.
Thank you,
Greg,
Greg.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Check me out on Spotify or Apple Music, Greg Strawn. Right now, just have the one song, but hopefully in a couple weeks, we'll have another one to add to that.
It's coming. Best things come to those who wait.
When you-
Thank you.
like wildfire. Good news travels slow. They all call me wildfire. Everybody knows, hell, I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble. Leaving them girls that hate to see me go. Well, they tried to hang me in Oakland, then they did in Francisco. But I wouldn't choke, hell no, I broke that rope. They had to let me go, son, I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble. Leaving little girls that hate to see me go. Well, from north to south and east to west, the story's all the same. One state to another, I had to change my name. I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble. Leaving them girls that hate to see me go. I picked peaches in Georgia, I lumberjacked in Maine. Well, I've been hired and fired and jailed in any town you can name. Son, I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble. Leaving them girls that hate to see me go. I got a star on my car and one on my chest, a gun on my hip, and the right to arrest. I'm the guy who's the boss on this highway. So watch out what you're doing when you're driving my way. If you break the law, you'll hear from me. I know I'm a working for the state. I'm the highway patrol. Well, you'll know me when you see me, 'cause my door's painted white, with my siren is screaming and my flashing red light. I work all day and I work all night just to keep a law and order, trying to do what's right. If I write you out a ticket, then you better drive slow. I'm just doing my job. I'm the highway patrol. Patrol, the highway patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job. I'm the highway patrol. If you're driving too fast like you shouldn't do, you can bet your boots I'm coming after you. If you want to race, then get on a racetrack. If you try to run away, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm here to keep all the speeders driving slow. I'm just doing my job. I'm the highway patrol. Highway patrol. Highway patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low. I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job. I'm the highway patrol. I'm just doing my job. I'm the highway patrol.
The desert was the apotheosis of all deserts. Huge, standing in the sky for what looked like eternity in all directions. It was white and blinding and waterless, without features save for the faint, cloudy haze of the mountains which sketched themselves on the horizon, and the devil grass which brought sweet dreams, nightmares, death. The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed.
I stepped off of the train and this town may look kind of strange, kind of rough all around. You don't know what I've been through, but you better not stay. Better watch your mouth, boy. Don't be a fool. You need to be scared, but you need to beware. You think you own this town? I don't care. The emperors they bear. I'm just looking for some mothers and moms and a woman with the long dark hair. But don't call me that. I'm a motherfucking gunslinger. You wanna run your mouth all day long. You better keep your eye on my motherfucking chick, baby. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? I got you.
Oh, we're fixing to be right back with Lefty to close the show out. Before we do, want to thank Mr. Greg Strawn for stopping by. I know he's got a busy day in the studio tomorrow over at Stone Creek in Helotes, Texas, with Matt Damon, his producer. And a dear friend of mine, shout out to Mr. Matt Damon. He does wonderful work if you're looking to get your music recorded.
Yes.
Dude's phenomenal, man. You know, he finally got that Grammy too.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I believe I was there.
Lefty, I don't think we had enough money to keep Drew Moreland around.
Yeah, I know that's it.
We need to work on that. All right. Well, welcome back out to the Hideout 2. Y'all say hi to Miss Robbins back.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And look who else is back. Our host with the most, the song and sin master himself. He is the master of songs and sin.
Songs and
Micheal Shane.
Mr. Bartender, pour me something strong. I got a woman done left me alone. So I just need some relief. Pour me some Jack. I got a feeling she ain't coming back. Well, this barstool's feeling warm, 'cause I'm feeling cold. Grab me this bottle, then grab me one more. As these neon skies are like a spotlight over me, I wish tonight that my thoughts that was free. I'm drinking away all of my memory. Like that time on the beach, two hands in the sand. It takes a couple of shots to get that out of my head. We Patron for that time in San Antonio. Oh, how the moonlight for sure made her face glow. As these neon skies are like the spotlight over me, I wish tonight that my thought that was free. 'Cause I'm drinking away all of my memory. Hell, it's closing time. Oh, Lefty still here. Would it be too much to ask? Maybe I could grab 12 more beers. As these neon skies are like a spotlight over me, I wish tonight that my thoughts I was on Creed. 'Cause I'm drinking away all of my memory. Mr. Bartender, thank you so much. You may have to drive me home in my pick-em-up truck. Creed Fisher for you right there. Well, it wouldn't feel right if I didn't go back to my roots and play a little bit of Waylon Jennings, some West Texas shit for you. When I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Around the curve on my passenger train, I heard somebody yodeling a hobo moan. But Jimmy, he's dead, he's been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Oh, hell, it's been a long time gone. If you wanna get to heaven, gotta D.I.E. You gotta put on for cold C.I.E. Wanna get to rabbit at that L.O.T. You gotta make a calm motion like a D.O.T. Like a D.O.T. Oh, hell, like a D.O.T. Mark Sebby, what is the D.O.T., mate? So, well, I got a good woman, what's the matter with me? It makes me wanna love on every woman I see. The trifling when I met her, trifling again. Every woman she sees just like a place I came in, like the place I came in. Oh, hell, like the place I came in. Well, I got my name painted on the front of my shirts. Ain't no ordinary dude, I don't have to work. Don't have to work. Lord knows you can't call me this word. Well, I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Round the curve on my passenger train, I heard somebody yodeling a hobo home. Jimmy, he's dead, he's been a long time gone, been a long time gone. Oh, hell, he been a long time gone. Oh, Waylon Jennings for you.
Oh, Mr. Lefty, man. I'll tell you what, dude. Hey, real quick, why don't we, before we get out of here and get off air, man,
Yeah.
why don't you tell me a sin?
Well, you know, I've been thinking about this song and sin. And, you know, a lot of people don't want to tell their sins because they could be, you know, so maybe we should do something a little different. Maybe we should be like this songs and sin to where you kind of, you kind of say what you're thankful for, not so much what you've been sinning on. You know, so much, you know, songs
Well, I'm
and sin.
thankful that my friend is still my friend after I hung a sex toy from the back of
See,
her.
that's what I'm talking. Yeah,
I'm
well, you
grateful
you
for
kind of
that.
mix it, and you kind of asking for forgiveness and a little bit of
Jackie.
sinning at the
Sorry.
same time. Maybe.
Forgiveness and permission.
Yeah, it's better to.
It
ask
always
for
sounds like we're
forgiveness
married
than-
now.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful that you know, I'm gonna be straight with you. I come from an old West Texas town where there wasn't much to do but get in trouble as a youngin'. I mow field trash. You know, I grew up the hard way, and I think everybody should kind of grow up the hard way because if you're not sinning, you're really not living because that's why Jesus, you know, died upon the cross is for your sins. And now he knew you was going to sin before you was even invented. He knew exactly your story whenever he wrote it. And that's what, you know, I'm thankful for my family and thankful for all my friends and the life that I've been given as a no sinner for sure. Because I'm not worthy, you know, of it.
All right. Robin wants to make another confession to the public.
It's just me and you in the room, okay? Just
Okay.
me and you.
Well, my wife's got to be there. You got to make room for my
I
wife.
know, I love her.
She's crazy, bitch.
I know, she's not crazy.
She's crazy.
So my first boyfriend broke up with me when I was 14.
Oh no,
Yeah.
first boyfriend when you was 14.
Yeah, and it was Jackie's next door neighbor. So there's a theme here. And I was really upset because I was a young, you know, moody little girl. So I got a bumper sticker and it said I heart, and then there was a picture of boobs, and then underneath it said tits. I heart tits.
Right.
And then I put it on his father's vehicle, and and when Dad got home from work, Peter got the shit.
Oh, he thought he did it. Oh, see, there you go. There you go. That's a good one right there.
That's an evil one.
I've never told anybody in my life, and I'm on the internet telling the world I did it.
Oh,
but,
you're
but
in
they're all
trouble
dead now. So God
They're
forgive
dead. They're all dead. Yeah. Way to go, Robin. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep her away from the live shows, man. I don't know, dude. Could end up dead, Lefty. I ain't ready for that. I'd like to pick a couple more songs myself before I die.
Before you die.
Should I be sharing it, or should I keep it to myself?
No, it's what this is all about.
Yeah, it is what this world wants.
About.
Carry your soul up on the cross, boy. Put your soul on the cross.
Live as a sinner would. Live as a. Yeah, I think I want to do one more tune.
Yeah, man. Why don't we do one more?
Off.
We'll get the hell on out of here.
I want to finish it off with some Creed Fisher. I've already done a couple, man. Creed, I'll tell you right now, it's one of my favorite songwriters, one of my best friends, somebody get to call my brother. I'm blessed, just to watch his journey, vicariously living through this young man. Because we come from the same shithole West Texas, man, where nobody's going to ever account to nothing unless you work until the day you die. Creed's finally, he did it. And hats off to Creed. I'm going to finish it off with one of my favorite tunes by Creed. It says, these days you can't get a man to work. People getting married, but they still flirt. Don't pledge allegiance to our flag like we used to do. The good men are willing to give their life. The politicians take away our rights, saying they know best what's good for you. These days tats are always gone. Mama's still here, but she's on her phone. Grandma's raising them kids, and the devil is too. So if you ask me, this whole world is going to hell. Well, I speak the truth, but these days the truth it won't sell. But I bleed red, white, and blue in my ways you just can't change. Wrong or right, I give my life for this place called USA. Well, USA. Where there's no other place that I'd rather live. To love my wife and teach my kids about the land of the free and the home of the brave. Well, I'm sick and tired of people putting us down. If they don't like it here, then get your ass out of town. To find somewhere you love, that'd be fine with me. If we don't need people riding the fence, you're either riding with us or you're riding with them. So make up your mind which side you stand. So if you ask me, this whole world is going to hell. Well, I speak the truth, but these days that truth it won't sell. But I bleed red, white, and blue in my ways you just can't change. But wrong or right, I'd give my life for this place called USA. Yeah, the USA. USA. From the thin blue lines to the men who's died and land free because of the brave. So wrong or right, they give their lives for this place called USA. Yeah, the USA. USA. God bless the USA. God bless you guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Mark Sebby.
Yeah, man. Thank you,
for all the
brother.
folks out in the audience.
All right. Well, hey, Ms. Robin, tell the folks good night. We are getting the heck out of here, and we will be back next week with
Same.
another special guest. So don't forget to tip your bartender as you're getting out of here. And if you're not doing anything this weekend, head up to the Texas, actually Sunday and Monday, the Texas Regional Radio Awards Show up in Arlington, Texas. Robin and I will be representing all of our friends and fellow panel members on the Texas Internet Radio Chart, and all of you that can't make it.
Yeah, we'll be in Bandera.
You'll be where?
We'll be doing biker shit with our biker friends in Bandera, Texas.
I don't blame you, man. But I got to go do this. All right, we are getting out of here. We will see y'all next time.
Thank you, Greg.
God bless
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
Greg.
Greg.
Thank you,
It was
Michael.
awesome, awesome songs, man.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers, big ears.